What's up, my people? So, are you a businessman in Kenya? Maybe a teacher employed by TS something, yeah? Or maybe you are a banker, maybe a lawyer, a doctor. You are doing these white collar jobs in Kenya, like you have a professional here in Kenya, you're earning good money. Or maybe you are a radio presenter, like Jerida and I, yeah? And then you applied for Greencard here in Kenya. Now, the results are coming up that May, let's say on Monday, yeah, because tomorrow is that, it's Friday or Saturday, I don't know. And then let's say Saturday, yeah, the results will be out. You're gonna go to the portal and check if you have won the green card. And remember, here in Kenya, you have a degree, you have a PhD, you are a radio presenter, you are a doctor, you are earning good money in Kenya. Yeah, maybe you are working at Nairobi Hospital, or Nairobi West Hospital, or at Kenyatta Hospital. You are a nurse. Yeah, you have applied for green card. Very nice. Results are coming up on that May. Yeah, US time. So I think it's gonna be fourth. Yeah, here in Kenya. Or maybe that, I don't know. So if you win, there's some reality that will hit you once you arrive in the US. But if you are like a Mjengo guy, you are like a cook, you are like a cleaner here in Kenya, you are like someone who does warehouse jobs, this is the right time to go check those DV lottery results. Yeah. But for the people with profession, they are earning good money in Kenya. Remember that once you move to the US, there are some jobs for you. And these jobs, they are only meant for you, people, beginners. Yeah. Because you can't go to the US and be a teacher because you are a teacher in Kenya. They won't even hire you because your accent, they got to tell you that your accent, the kids will not understand your accent because you are from Wakanda. Yeah. So once you arrive in Germany, no, not in Germany, in the US. Hey, I'm talking about Germany because this channel is all about Germany. So once you arrive in the US, the first job you'll get, kazi ya kuosha wanyanye, maybe in a nursing homes. And then remember, these jobs, they have like a minimum wage. So you'll start from cleaning those shows and nyanyes. Yeah? You're going to be there wiping them. Maybe they puke, you wipe them. Maybe they susu on themselves. You need to wipe them and change the diaper. Yeah, it's because all people are like small kids. Yeah, they're gonna puke, they're gonna pee, they're gonna go the long call. Yeah, maybe in bed. So you have to wipe, wash them, change them. Yeah. So you find that if you move to the US, you find that it's a it's a nice job because you can still go to school for like 2 to 3 months and then you get a certificate and then you can be someone who works at the home for the elderly people or nursing homes, yeah, in the US. And I've told you that the minimum wage is good because compared to other jobs, the minimum wage is good and you can work and still save and still send some money back to your country. Now imagine you are a banker, you are a lawyer, you are starting from scratch. Because when someone hosts you in the US, they don't want you to stay in their house for long. So you're gonna arrive, and then they're gonna process your papers, like you get that green card and everything, social security number. And then you have to apply for jobs, and these are the jobs that are easily available, even in Germany, even in the US, even in Canada. They are easily available. But in the US, you can still go to school for like 2 to 3 months. It's so easy. If you have like a good host, you can go to school and study for like 2 to 3 months. You get the certificate and then you can apply for these jobs. But they are easily available. You can even do it without those certificates. And then number two, we have warehouse jobs in the US. You can still work. You can still work with FedEx, maybe Amazon, Oops. Yeah. So we have like a lot of DHL. Yeah. You can work with them while you are starting life in the US because you are a banker in Kenya. But because of most people, they're always excited when they get the DV lottery, they are winners. You're always excited to move to the US because it's a land of opportunity. You can be anything you want. If you are kids, like if you have kids in Kenya and you get this and you are a banker in Kenya, just move to the US because your kids can be anything they want. Yeah, when they grow up, they can go to good schools, they can study and get those jobs compared to our African land. So it's good. So number two, you get warehouse jobs, yeah, and they are good, but you'll be working for long hours and standing for long hours and loading boxes and loading, do this for like 8 to 10 hours. You find that before the end of the shift, you are very tired. Yeah. And then number three, we have cleaning jobs, maybe in a restaurant, maybe you clean utensils in a restaurant because, but they use machine, but you have to wipe the dirt off before you put in the machine. So you find that you are spending a lot of time in that place, and then you are tired because you are bending over, standing up, putting them in a machine, putting on the water, putting on the, and then the other side you have to go pick them, wipe them, put them on the rack and everything. So you find that you're gonna get tired with these jobs because in Kenya you are a banker just sitting in an office, maybe at the teller. You're just doing this. Like you go to the bank in Kenya, find that we have like 7 tellers, but only 2 are working. The rest, like 4, they are just walking around in holding files. Just go moving to the back door, coming up at the teller. They're not doing anything, and the queue is very long. So you find that in Kenya, you are just relaxing, you are just sitting, moving around with files in your hands. But once you move to the US, you have to wash utensils and get that money. Another job that you can get in the US is taking care of the kids. And remember that, like, maybe someone is a single mom in the US, so you can be stay-at-home mom, and then when they go to work, they can be bringing their kids to your house, and then you can take them to playgrounds, just move around with them, fresh air and everything. Go to the park, do some exercise, teach them 1, 2, 3 things, because these kids they're very stubborn. So if you're from Africa, imagine your accent, they cannot hear you well, like some words, yeah. So you find that sometimes it's very difficult. And then another job is grocery stores. You can go to the supermarket, and then you can apply for these jobs. So you'll be loading those stuffs on the shelves. You go to the back door, bring like tomato, veggies, bring blue band of the US, yeah, margarine, not blue band, but margarine. You put on the table. You go take the meat, put in the fridge. You check the expiry date. You put those labels. So you're gonna find that it's a hard job, yeah, but it can help you, yeah, maneuver easily in the US. Another job is cleaner, like in the nursing homes, maybe in the hotel, restaurants, in schools. You find that they want cleaners, yeah, because Americans, they love cleanliness. So you find that you're gonna be working extra hard. You go there, you work. You find that they say that you didn't do your job very well, so you need this and this. Repeat again, and then during winter, you find that it's always hard, like because outside it's always wet. Someone will just come from outside with that, and you've just washed. Maybe it's your boss, they step on it, you have to wash again. In the restaurant, people are coming in to buy kebabs and tacos. You find that they're gonna make the place dirty, but you have to clean. And that's you can be cleaning in hospitals. But in the US, I don't know about it, but in Germany, you have to take like info, like vaccination before you work in an hospital, maybe cleaning. So you have to go to take some vaccine so that you can be ready to go and work in case of any problem that you get infection. You have those immune system is good. You are vaccinated. Or maybe you are a cleaner in a hospital, so you go there. You are a cleaner, you go wash their clothes, maybe the beddings, maybe they have blood, others have infection. Like someone will go there with hepatitis, and then their clothes, they are washed different with a certain temperature. Once they are clean, you go iron with a certain temperature. So there's a lot of stuff going on in those cleaning areas in hospitals. So those are the jobs that you'll get easily in the US, or maybe also security guard. Yeah. Those jobs, I've seen someone. You are given like a walkie-talkie. You'll be moving around to a walkie-talkie with others, maybe in an hospital, maybe in an establishment. So there are a lot of jobs in the US. My friends, they are there and they are doing these jobs. And then once you get like some money, now you can go to school and then study something you want. Maybe evening classes. Once you get your certificate and diploma and everything, you can now start working as someone who has a career in the US, because they don't recognize your certificates from Kenya. You can be a CNA in Kenya, but they don't recognize you. So I'll see you in the next video.